Bricks or Cinderellas. The expression bedtime certainly can be employed to that particular situation altogether. I would certainly not have anything against someone discussing some kind of financial situation in financial world and need of nations to have parallel financial organizations. But are we not already having few parallel financial agreements on the planet? I imagine that someone wants to talk here about some much more larger block, therefore about not just financial but political block as well. And that is where the collision is happening, because I am bringing this work which is in category of political, and it is very much in reference to this entire planet. So it is in a way colliding. Especially when we talk about processes as it is, for example, hell cleaning heaven, where we talk about rather interconnected affairs, where it is very hard someone to talk about any meaningful split now of interest zones, where we talk about comprehensively established wrongdoing that is happening across the territories. And now someone is aiming to provide some kind of clean ticket of something being correct again via something being declared wrong. That is the same phenomenon that has been used in previous centuries, especially latest phenomenon being with Hitler, when it is happening like kind of some kind of mass hypnosis, where it is being declared the meaning of evil, and then everything presumed to be good. That is presumed innocent. That is very similarly when we presume that there is nothing in the universe between the stars. We presume that there is no emptiness, that there is something that is of meaningfulness that we would call ether. And then that something exists in rather neutral existence, without any concept of identity or some kind of meaningful presence. That is definition of nothingness in other terms. Now, that is not exactly presumed identity. It is presumed nothingness. When you go on the field and just declare wrong, but you do not define the correct, you have not done your job properly. You have not declared identity. You have declared nothingness. It reminds me to another legend or a story tale for little kids. I'm going to call this one Cinderella, because certainly is under leadership of the biggest Cinderella on the planet, being Russia. I therefore suggest that we get sober here. Declaring everyone correct just because there was evil Hitler is not the way how we should be managing this world anymore. We as a humanity deserve better than that. I'm advising, therefore, that you give to me what I have been asking for 10 years and more than 10 years, my counseling office of United Nations, and we start the real reform with the United Nations, and we declare this planet, therefore, as planet Earth. And then we can talk about financial alliances. But we have to declare first the protocol code of human, that is the civilization of human on the planet. Or otherwise, we might find ourselves in 3 times bigger trouble than it is America altogether. So instead of having just one beast, we might end up now having 4 beasts of the planet. Nothing of that sounds to me as a better news of anything. And if that is going to confront us right now with the question who was and who is in substance Alexander himself, well then we have that question as well. I have said this work has become bigger than expected, so I cannot possibly give it as a present to anyone. I cannot therefore neither give Alexander as a present to anyone as well. I cannot give Alexander to Serbia, which in somewhere in Vati-can translates as to catch the one that can. Vati-can. Vati translates in Serb language to catch. Can. Well, it's English. Done by the Serbo-English aristocracy. Probably in some kind of first generation or generation of fresh memory. Where is Serbia? But all I can notice here is second-grade presence. It's not going to be good enough answer. It's not going to answer enough to me. Who is the can here? The one that can. Therefore, who was Alexander? Including as of who was his mother. We talk also about mega phenomenon. It doesn't have to be giant, but it is certainly mega presence. We talk about radioactive mega presence. We talk about radioactivity. The size is relevant to the size of the planet. We talk about mental dimension here. In order to qualify for mega, it would be mental dimension. Who is the can on this planet? Earthians, you have your question for today. And don't start panicking. Thing I need is your panicking. I have husband like that. So occasionally I have to remind him to get himself together. Exactly what I'm asking you today as well. Do not panic. I do not need your panicking. Identify who is the king of earth. You are not going to walk your bodies on fake account. If there is a temple to be declared, well, you declare it. If there is fanfares to be delivered, well, you deliver to correct notion. That is not you panicking. That is you. Get yourself in order. I have said 1,000,000 times, we cannot accuse someone for being in whatever form and shape. But we are here to establish the most correct practices, the most correct behavior, and the most correct way how we should relate to each other, as that is civilization. And I'm not in subject of human rights. I am in subject of declaring Excalibur and Highlander. It is a question of powerfulness. Keep it up. Keep it on the level of where is your mind, is the meaning of the expression.